Proclamation 3, we will diagnose before we prescribe. To me, this means we'll not commit creative malpractice by allowing a client to enter an engagement, self-diagnose, then they dictate the process. They have all the power. And at that point, they're just like, hey, you do this, you do that, you do this, rah, 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 rah. And you're like, okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. You don't want to be in that subservient position. For instance, if you go to the doctor's office, like, hey, doctor, I got a stomach ache. You know what? I have appendicitis. I need you to cut it out right now. And the doctor's like, great, let's do this. And they get you in the surgery chair, they cut you open, take it out, and then sew you back up. And then you realize like, oh, that wasn't actually the problem. And now that just causes a whole new range of problems because the other pain's still there.